Okay, another pattern I'm going to tie is a little cased caddis. I've had some questions about again. This is a fun little pattern. It's a semi-realistic, very small. This happens to be a tungsten form. You can tie it with or without a bead. I'm going to demonstrate it today with the bead. It's a lot of fun. It's using a knot that's familiar on a few flies, the kryptonite caddis and Tim Flagler, which is Juan Ramirez, I'm sorry, Hopper Juan on Instagram, and another gentleman, Tim Flagler, the Forget-Me-Not. You can find it on YouTube. It kind of looks like this. So I create these out of monofilament. I'm using 6-pound monofilament, 6-pound test. I'm going to start right here in the center of the shank. And we're just going to wrap up. This is a real quick tie. Once you tie these knots, you can really whip these out. I'm going to use some simple mallard feathers here. I'm going to tie them in right here on the top. Just capture them and then pull them to length. It's going to represent our legs on our peeping caddis. Tie them back. Clean them off. You'll notice here that I've pinched the end to flatten it out so that I can tie this on. Something I've done just so that I can secure this mono and I'll have to worry about it pulling out. My hand's in the way there. There we go. Okay. So just like that, we already have our semi-realistic peaking caddis. I'm going to grab just a little bit of dubbing. This happens to be Life Cycle in ginger. Just going to wrap up toward the front. All right. Then I'm going to give it a little whip here and tie it off. I had some questions regarding if this was interfering with the hook gap, but it's actually not. This happens to be a fire hole stick. It's a 7/18. It's in size 22. So this is a small fly. The average size on these flies are about 7 millimeters. Just some legwork I've done out in the field measuring and looking into it before I came up with the pattern. I'm going to build up a small taper here. Fun little pattern to tie. Real quick, real easy. You can fill up your box with these and surprise all your buddies because they look so real. I'm going to use a peacock quill. I'm going to tie it on here closest to the bead. Just grab it. I've built a small taper. Doesn't have to be major because the quill is going to do the work for us, and actually the resin more so than that. So we're going to start following it down toward the eye, building that real pretty cased caddis look that they build so well. We're going to capture it. Going to give it a whip. We're just about done. Okay. I'm going to be using some UV resin. To finish it off, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and color the tip of this monofilament just with a Sharpie, little black marker there. The UV will help us to expand that. I'm going to grab my Deer Creek resin. I'm going to put a little drop here. Right on top, kind of spread it out. It's okay to get some on the bead. You just want to kind of coat this thing to give it some strength. Give it that nice sheen. Hit that with the light. Okay. Just another small drop. There we go. Just enough to keep that color there. I like that. It can be very subtle. Hit that with our light. And we got ourselves a nice little semi-realistic cased caddis. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Give it a try. Fish them. Let me know how they work out for you. Thanks for watching.